And T1?
No.
There's another lineup. We got more in the more in the depths. There's more players. There's more combinations. I mean, like there's a finite number of
We are going to be introducing Live Sandbox first. As you can see, Prince will be taking his position alongside Effort. Now, this guy didn't play a lot of games in the LCK. He spent some time on BBQ Oliver's, also Spear Gaming. He's had many of them. He was Ares for a little while on BBQ, then moved to, I believe it was Jaguar after that, and then went over to FPX and changed his name to Prince. And now he's back, and he's on Live Sandbox, and we'll see what he's going to be able to get done here. This is what everyone's been excited about. Zeus, Oner, Clozer, Teddy, and Carrier will be your T1 roster. And yes, everyone is probably upset that Faker is no longer there, but I'm sort of happy to see Clozer back again because he spent a lot of time off the Rift. With double magic damage solo lanes, you would imagine that he was going to head towards physical damage, and I think Graves makes a little bit of sense here with the fact that the Gragas will provide some decent front line. But like you say, I also like the Camille. I feel like Live Sandbox's comp will scale very well. Whether they're going to be able to get the required amounts of lane priority.
And here we see, yeah, already that early Syndra prio. This is going to cost Clozer's health bar. But,
whoa.
Well,
he could have traded flashes there if he wanted to. That's actually just so terrifying. They're going to eat through their corrupting potions, both of them with one charge left after this, but
necessarily a pick that really invites. Oh my God, Clozer, can you chill for a bit? This is just,
Yep, and remember back when Prince was, in fact, the sub for Nuclear on Darm 1 as well. So I'm going to have to hold that thought just for a moment as there's a bit of a headbutt poll, but...
yeah, it's just the same, just a different bird. The Summit.
That's cool. Summit taking so much damage here as he takes 2 turret shots and he's dead. That's called a solo kill, ladies and gentlemen, and the Penguin's dabbing as he should. Like, that was exactly how a Gragas starts off every single one of his initiations, like you've already done.
Yeah, it's not like some crazy Zeus, like 4K 8 IQ predict flash body slam into. It's just like you're standing right in front of him and he body slams and he has his ultimate and you're near the turret.
Yeah.
It's pretty straightforward. Maybe a miscounting or some sorts. And hookshot is a very good ability.
It certainly is. Summit just walks underneath. We'll find On Fleek here is standing on top of a ward, which is not necessarily what you want. Summit dives on in. There's the flash forward from On Fleek. They're looking to lock down Oner immediately. There's the teleport. Great flash out of the new T1 jungler. However, not enough to get themselves even more as On Fleek's trying to run out of there. He should be able to, and Fate just stands his ground. Clozer getting over that wall.
Side 80 carry. He's received 0 help, but let's look at this play again here. So I feel like the call here is also Zeus should be in front of Oner here, which makes it a lot harder to go for like the hookshot initiation on the Graves, who then can kite a bit more reliably, maybe get his true grid up. As close, he's just like, I guess I'm not allowed to join this fight. Okay, well then.
Yeah, all of their lanes outside of the forest, as everyone just wants to kill Summit. There's the flash forward from Carrier. There's a lantern if Teddy wants it, but he doesn't. Doesn't need anything like that. He'll just pick up the kill.
5 now. 4 now, I think.
Whoa. Effort wanting to get rid of Clozer, and actually, he just wants to set up for a kill. Clozer finds himself once again on the wrong side of the rift.
Then actually happening. And here we can see again, Summit doesn't know, right? This is a really nicely set up lane gank. Even with the body slam missing, Zeus is able to hit the crucial skill, which is the displacement from the cask. And then it's just a flashlight from Carrier to kind of solidify that play. And Clozer here has, I think, a kind of a false sense of security with the vision that he has. I think you just like back off here, right? Like, or you immediately flash over the wall when you realize Fate can make a play on you, because you're never killing Alistar. He has a level 6, you haven't backjab. As we get a collapse here.
Yep, here's a big teleport from Fate. He was actually walking up topside and instead is just going to shuffle his way down towards the bottom lane, but Live Sandbox have found Carrier. They should be able to take him down. Oner's here though, and Clozer's moving on down. Collateral damage, doing some work. You saw Moonlight Vigil not going to work out there onto Effort. Not able to lock down the cow, and that is a good rotation.
Because you're a lot less squishy than you would be with something like a Triforce. Oh, Carrier.
Oh, the hook from Carrier. He is so good. That blast cone, not what you want. However, he was always going to die. Didn't waste the flash or anything like that, as Teddy can see. T1 all getting back into position. That's a teleport from Zeus. Wants to actually just group up with his team. Make sure that they can't get collapsed on. Now the Phalanx going to be collected, as that's a flash that Carrier is going to get one more time. This guy's Thresh is so good, by the way, guys. It's extraordinary.
I'd even say Carrier is so good. I think we can, like, don't even need to mention his Thresh's effort is very unfortunate cow.
Yeah, that's it's called mincemeat. Chronicler, he's just caught on the wrong side of everything. As Zeus, no one actually wants to engage onto this lonesome Gragas. Live sandbox is we've got another Cloud Soul. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
This is just on you, my man. This is a blind. This is a blind hook, isn't it? That is just.
He's pretty good at the video game, as it turns out.
And the thing is that they don't need it, but that specific pick gets them. Here again. Oh my god, Carrier. Like, so what this does, like these two hooks, the one hook gets you the Rifts as Herald, which means that even if they don't find the pick on effort here, they will have guaranteed tempo, because then...
Not going to look for the inhibitor just yet by the looks of things. As there's a teleport in. No, we're committing. We're going to try and get some super creeps here in the mid lane as effort comes on down. Unbreakable Will has been popped, but he hasn't really found enough of that CC as Oner just dives forward with the Gale Force, and he's able to lock down the kill. Yeah, no, it's called no fear.
And here's the player was...
Teddy actually sees everything like 30 seconds ahead. So he's never actually afraid of anything. I don't know how this Pulverize only hit one person.
Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate, but honestly, as long as you don't hit Teddy, you're sad that effort. Now the flash being gone on Teddy...
I teleported. He didn't actually use the ability, but it felt to me like he teleported. He was just in mid lane. As this could just be a trade of an inhibitor for a Baron, or it's going to be a T1 trying to save the inhibitor and not doing the Baron, which is looking like what it is. As Summit gets on in here and is going to be able to take this one down. Just a bit unfortunate. Too much happy feeding here for T1, not quite making a bit of a collapse towards the bottom side. Oner moving on down as there's the body slam onto Summit. Summit knowing that there's something fishy going on as a teleport to come forward, and Zeus is losing out on this matchup. Absolutely. There's the cast, but it's eaten by the Banshee's Veil immediately, and there goes the Gragas. Camille going to go down immediately as Oner is also now in trouble. There's the gameplay button from Clozer, but now On Fleek is going to turn on him. Effort once again being turned into mincemeat. But Clozer is also going to suffer the same fate as Prince locks down that kill. T1 still ahead by just a little bit here as Carrier looking... Oh, dear. Yeah, Prince. There's no turrets to execute yourself under either. How very upset as Carrier finds a hook onto an invisible...
Zeus overestimating his tankiness a little bit there. Really good play by Oner, though. Because let's look a little bit at what's happening here. So, obviously, as Zeus, your only job is to just make sure that Summit is here. But the only help you're getting is Oner, meaning that if you play this a little bit slower, you might be fine. The cast doesn't actually do anything. Oner goes for the 100-0, and then also tries to beat Fate, but he's trying to, like, audio attack through a set of minions as well as an angry Udyr. Clozer, though, he actually kills Fate, and that's what kind of salvages this play. And then I feel like...
Yeah.
Prince and like Onfleek could have just like either pushed or like went away together. I don't feel like there's a scenario where T1 can necessarily beat you both if you're just both there, but instead they split up, which was definitely not the play, because now it's just a free 700 gold shutdown. Oh my god, for Teddy. Yeah. And that's a worst case scenario, because now you also lose Soul. Repeat of the previous play.
Yeah, I think I've seen this movie before. Chronicler is there's the cask back. Hextech ultimatum onto Oner. Let's see whether Summit can trade 1-for-1, and he absolutely can. He gets booped at the end, but now Effort once again in trouble. Oh no. Played back. There's the headbutt onto Clozer, but Teddy is untouched.
This is really, really good. His synergy, very nice. I haven't really talked about Serpent's Fang yet. It's an item that I feel like is kind of underrated. And in scenarios like this, I think it would really, really help, where like the continuous value from this Camille shield is kind of a problem. This is also why late game Camille, not very fun to play against. There's not a lot that you can do there. I feel like the face tanking from Oner is a little bit over the top, but in the end it works out as long as you get that kill, which they do. And then this is a repeat of last time, I think, like literally, where Effort is like trying to join the play and then gets found. by Carrier and Teddy, who are apparently a roving death squad that just keep getting that cow meat.
Oh wow, Teddy does it again. He just like calls for the Severum, and it of course comes up as there goes the Baron. Absolutely. Summit now looking for a flank, but he's going to get turned on. There's the Shirelias. As Summit tries to hook shot. Was thinking about going back in, but of course they have no chance to do that. So T1 just wander away with the first Baron of the game to augment their Cloud Soul. They already have Clozer. Unfortunately, caught out of position here from Summit. Great ward. Was put down earlier. I believe that was Fate as Hextech Ultimatum. Probably unnecessary. An auto attack. Clozer's going to be coming up in 5 seconds time. It looks like T1 just won a team fight inside enemy territory and go for this win. There's the teleport onto the Super Minion as T1 looking to try and stack up this wave. And here we go. There are 5 members of Live Sandbox here. This is certainly a gauntlet that's going to be thrown as Carrier's hook now on cooldown. On over to try and stop this one as best they can. Very dark now in the river, but T1 are wasting no time. Teleport coming in immediately as Carrier moves on forward. Okay, Zeus trying to be that frontliner's effort, looking for that headbutt to get into the backside, but the Elder Drake is down. Every neutral objective has been taken. The 4-man Emperor's Divide, though, from Fate just doesn't matter because this dragon is so powerful, guys. And T1 just wiped the floor with Live Sandbox. Summit, the only man standing, and he's trying to go back. If I was him, I probably would have just ran at that inhibitor and hoped, or something like that, because there's no way this Camille's going to be able to do anything on her own. And this looks like game for T1.
It could have been a man with a dream. They stay in the game for a long time, but in the end, I gotta say, I think this is kind of the form that T1 fans have been looking for a long time. And I don't want to spoil, actually no, I want to say I don't want to spoil my vote, but I don't know who gets Pog here, but I know it's someone on the bot side of the map. I mean, you say that, but think about Carrier. I know!
No. I want Carrier. Give it to Carrier.
Thank you.
Just give it to both of them at the same time. Can we give it to both of them at the same time? Surely we can. The bottom lane.
What we see here is a T1 that still suffers from some of the same issues. I feel like they didn't accelerate as much as they could have with their early game lead. That initial Dragon was fairly slow, but this decisive macro play, the ability to actually set up objectives consistently throughout the entirety of the game is something that has been missing for this roster. On the other hand, Live Sandbox, I feel like with this current iteration of the team, Prince has had kind of a rough one, and then there's been no pressure from the top side because Croco isn't there, which was the usual win con. It's for the first Drake when you're like copping plates at like 2 minutes, in. That's not where you want to be. This damage chart, as expected, absolutely disgusting. And even though I think Clozer had a very middling game, he did what he had to, right? Like his goal was use scatter, keep Teddy safe, press my R button.
앞에서 받아줄게 이거. 나 안으로 들어갈게. 그냥 안으로 들어갈게 이거. 들어와. 알리 누궁이야. 알리 누궁이야. 싸우자. 좋아. 카이사 막할게 이거. 아지르 탈진. 가야 돼. 다 좋아. 미드. 끝났다? 왜? 떨려? 그래도 얘들아. 개 떨리는데? 캐리해줄게. 따라와. 캐리해줄게. 근데 중반에 좀. 근데 이거. 우리 서포 캐리야. 원래 상체도 원래 이거 이긴 건데 아쉽다. 연준아, 그 첫 판이야 너. SK. 원래 잘할 게 없어 첫 판인데. 아쉽게 했어. 나이스. 난 데뷔 좀 피우지 마 난.